Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
What's going on, people? It's your boy Versus back here again with another video. And apparently these executives at these companies is living on a planet that hasn't been discovered yet, because I don't know why they think that games as a service is still going to work. So I was minding my own business the other day, but then I decided, hey, let me casually just go see what's going on in the gaming news kind of category. And I came across this and I was baffled. But this headline completely just slapped me in the face, bro. It says Ubisoft exec says gamers need to get comfortable not owning their games for subscriptions to take off. Wow. If this is not the most tone deaf statement I've heard in 2024 thus far. Let's go ahead and read this, shall we? Let's just read this article here. We're on IGN.com, and it says executive at Assassin's Creed maker Ubisoft has said gamers will need to get comfortable not owning the games before video game subscriptions truly can take off. That's the point. We're never gonna get comfortable with it because we don't want it. We don't want this, bro. We don't want games to turn into a subscription thing. Like, we don't want that. Speaking to discuss the launch of Ubisoft's new Ubisoft Plus Premium and Ubisoft Plus Classic subscriptions, Felipe Tremblay, excuse me, butchered that, director of subscriptions at Ubisoft, explained to GI Biz what needs to happen before subscription services become a more significant slice of video game business. I don't have a crystal ball, but when you look at the different subscription services that are out there, we've had a rapid expansion over the last couple of years, but it's still relatively small compared to the other models, Tremblay said. Oh my God, bro. Like, just, God, they are so thirsty. Oh my God. And I know this is this guy's job. It literally is in his job description. He's the head of subscriptions at Ubisoft. I get it, it's your job, but damn, God, they are so thirsty to turn gaming into Netflix. Like, I swear, they are so thirsty to just strip away all kinds of like control, the last bit of control that we have with our games, to own a product, to actually buy something and that's like, yo, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, they just want to take everything from us. But let's keep on reading. Tremblay says we're seeing expansion on console as the likes of PlayStation and Xbox bring new people in. On PC, from a Ubisoft standpoint, it's already been great, but we're already looking to reach out more on PC, so we see opportunity there. One thing that we saw is that gamers are used to a little bit like DVD, having and owning their games. No shit. That's the consumer shift that needs to happen. They got comfortable not owning their CD collection or DVD collection. That's the transformation that's been a bit slower to happen in games as gamers grow comfortable in that aspect. You don't lose your progress. If you resume your game at another time, your progress file is still there. That's not the fucking point. That's not the point. That's not the point. This is what I say about these people at these companies. They're not gamers. They're not gamers. They are so disconnected from understanding how the gaming community works. They're so thirsty to try to just turn us into like whatever kind of little consumer that they want us to be. Like, bro, because this wouldn't even be a discussion, fam. It wouldn't even be a discussion if any of these employees at these companies that come out of these colleges, and if these companies were actually hiring gamers instead of people trying to convert us, they would understand that this right here, this whole concept would absolutely destroy a very large part of the gaming consumer base, which is the modders. Like, you're going to kill the mod community at large. And even though it's just for Ubisoft games, first of all, Ubisoft games aren't even that good anymore to even be worth to pay for a subscription base anyway, or to hide behind a paywall. That's ridiculous. Like, Ubisoft games ain't been hitting for a while. You know, Assassin's Creed has fallen off a little bit. It's gotten a little stale. And whatever else, like Siege, but like Siege been out for like a decade and a half. Like Siege, you know? And they got their classics, but it's like, come on, fam. It's like, it's just whatever, you know, whatever. That's subjective. That's completely subjective statement. But what is objective is that this is very counterproductive and counterintuitive to what the gaming community is. And again, this would literally just kill the modders. And I'm talking about like at large, even beyond Ubisoft and whatever bullshit they're pushing out without their games. But I'm talking about just the gaming community at large. Modders are the heart and soul of the gaming community, because what modders do after purchase and the content that we get out from modders, it's funny and hilarious. And honestly, it just makes the game initially, like from its initial release, better. It makes it more fun. It makes it more like, actually, the mods can actually boost up viewership for a lot of games. Like if you look at GTA right now with the GTA roleplaying, like, bro, the GTA roleplay honestly has also played a very big part in keeping GTA 5 very relevant beyond the people who just play the GTA 5 game, you know, regularly. You got the people in the role-playing community who's creating content and just doing stuff that doesn't come with the base game, and that comes from owning the game. You have to buy a copy to get into the GTA servers, right? So yeah, just stripping away ownership, that will just literally kill the modding community, bro. Tremblay says, I still have 2 boxes of DVDs. I definitely understand the gamer's perspective with that, but as people embrace that model, they will see that these games will exist, bro. A DVD and a video game are totally 2 different things, bro. You can't equate a fucking movie to a video game. It's not the same thing, bro. Continues to say, streaming is also a thing that works really well with subscriptions. So you pay when you need it, and as opposed to paying all the time. What, bro? It's a one-time purchase, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? We know what it is. You want us to be on a recurring paying base, bro. We're not stupid. I mean, I would like to think most gamers are not like complete idiots. Like, we know the difference between buying a game one-time purchase to a subscription base. And bro, it's like not owning our games. If something happens, and again, if you can't afford said subscription, right? You can't afford said subscription. Just like everything else in life, like with your freaking Amazon subscription, your Paramount Plus subscription, all the subscription based stuff, it's all good until you can't afford that stuff. You know, like if you can't afford to pay for your Ubisoft subscription amongst the millions of other subscriptions that you have on your card on file, it's like, bro, you will not be able to play that game any freaking more until you can afford to renew the subscription. You know how ass that is? Like, that's not like, bro, there's a very big difference. It's not the same thing. This person, you know, Tremblay over here trying to equate a subscription like it's the same thing as having the physical copy or making that purchase. Bro, I can't play this game if I can't afford my subscription. So if I go flat broke, if I'm down bad on my pockets, whoop, there goes my Assassin's Creed. That's locked until I can afford to renew. It's fair to say Tremblay's comments haven't gone down well with some gamers who prefer to buy their video games on disc as opposed to downloading them or streaming them. But it's worth pointing out that Ubisoft, like many other video game publishers, does still release its games on disc. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, they do release on disc because gamers, as like the gaming community as a whole, will never commit. We will never commit fully to a fully digital inventory of video games, because we know the difference between having a physical copy and digital. You know, digital is so flawed. If my internet goes out, I can't play my game. Like, that's the frustrating thing about 2K right now. That's like the frustrating thing about 2K. Bro, you can't play My Career without the Wi-Fi. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know why my career has to be attached to the Wi-Fi. So if my Wi-Fi goes out for like a week or something, which will be impossible, but I mean, it's possible, it can happen. But if my Wi-Fi go out for a week, bro, I can't play My Career. It's so stupid. Like, bro, just games, live service game, all that shit, anything that relies solely on the internet is ridiculous. It's like the electric vehicle. Yeah, electric vehicles are cool until there's no fucking power and you can't charge your car. Next thing you know, you can't go nowhere. Now you on Uber and Lyft, my guy, paying $50 to get to work. I was just saying, like, bro, it's like, we're cool with the hybrid, but we'll never commit to that, bro. It's because we know it's not the same thing, and we know the cons outweigh the pros. It does. Today's comments also bring up the issue of video game preservation. As more games go down the digital route or rely upon an internet connection to work, so does the risk that these games are lost to time when their servers are shut down. Developer Remedy Entertainment was heavily criticized for releasing Alan Wake 2 as a digital-only video game to keep the price below $70. The physical versus digital debate is sure to grow ever more. I don't even know that. God, what is that word? What is phosphorus? Oh, there it is. Phosphorus. Especially of a person or speech, vehement or clamorous. Okay. Ever more phosphorus as more publishers consider our perhaps inevitable all digital future. Last year, the leaked news of Microsoft plan for a slim version of the Xbox Series X shocked gamers because it mentioned the hardware wouldn't have a Blu-ray drive, as Xbox boss Phil Spencer said at the time. Well, I'm not gonna lie, as an Xbox Series S, okay, I say Series S user who I'm only on digital, I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad. I'm not saying that all digital is a terrible thing. It's just that the storage space just sucks. It's only 500 gigs. And these games today are like on average 110 gigabytes per, give or take 50 to 80, 90. Like they're ranging between about 50 to like 100 gigabytes, depending on what game you're playing. So I can only like have probably ideally max 5 to 6 games. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, like modern gaming, it kind of sucks when it comes to acquiring games. Like it sucks that every so often a month, like twice a month, there's an update where I can't play my game for like 2 hours because there's like a 40 gigabyte update, or sometimes like it just depends, or the servers are down. Like, as great as modern gaming has been, there's the cons really do suck. Like, it's like you just want to come home and play your game, but depending on what's going on with the Wi-Fi or the servers on the company's end, it's like it can be pretty tedious and annoying to deal with at times. But yeah, disc, I don't see the problem. Like, right, we're never gonna give up our ownership rights. Like, we're still fighting for that. I mean, we've already gave in to microtransactions and we let these companies do what they want with that. So with that being said, I mean, the last thing that we have is disc, to be honest, before really shit just like really hits the fan. So yeah, bro. So, hey man, but this article, yeah, it is very interesting. And it's very interesting that companies really are that determined to really convert us into subscription-based gamers. Like, that is just that's gross. Just even be saying that subscription based gamers, that's disgusting. Hey, but you guys go in the comment section, let me know what you think. And until next time, I catch you guys on the next video. I'm out.